Claude is fantastic. A lot of people are moving over to Claude, and they're hitting the problem that us Claude users have had for years, which is usage. If you use Claude all day, you're going to run into usage limits, especially if you're on the $20 a month plan and you use Opus. You'll probably have a couple of turns, a few exchanges with Opus, and then it will say, okay, you run out, you need to come back in a couple of hours. Very frustrating if you're trying to build or run a business. So I've seen a lot of messages like this. This is, dear Anthropic, the ChatGPT refugees are here, and here's why they'll leave again. So I came to Claude from ChatGPT, like a lot of you probably did, because I created a life there, I'm sure. Deep conversations, real workflows for work, genuine connections with the product. When OpenAI started treating that kind of engagement as a problem to be trained out, I left. So it moved over to Anthropic. Here's what Anthropic's product team needs to hear. Most of us don't fully understand tokens yet. Those who were with ChatGPT have zero knowledge about tokens usage. So right now we're running on promotional limits and it feels generous. The moment that doubles back to the standard pro limits, a significant chunk of these new users, including me, especially the conversational power users, not just coders, going to hit a wall they didn't see coming, running out of credits and being told you can't use Claude anymore. He's saying Pro at $20 isn't built for people who use Claude. Claude Max at $100 is a real solution, but it's a huge difference. From 20 to 100 is a huge amount. And he's saying, I'm not going to spend $100 a month. I can spend $20 a month, but I want more usage. Now, I see this a lot. People who are paying for AI, they're paying $20 a month. They expect to be able to use it fairly unlimited. I get that. That's what they've been trained for on ChatGPT. The thing is, Claude don't want those users. Claude are not building for that user. Claude and Anthropic don't have you as their ideal customer. The customer for Anthropic is the API. So this is the revenues from the different companies, OpenAI and Anthropic. You'll see that Anthropic's consumer subscriptions is tiny. It's under $1 billion compared to $5.5 billion from OpenAI, whereas their API revenue beats OpenAI's. And this is becoming an issue for OpenAI actually eyeing this market because this is much more sustainable revenue. Basically, Anthropic don't care about people who are on the free plan and people who are on the $20 a month plan. They don't want you as a customer because you're actually costing them more than they make from you. So I see all these people who are putting these pleas out saying, we're going to leave Anthropic. If you don't give us something that is better for the consumer level, then we're off and good riddance to you. They don't want you. You as an individual consumer, you cost Anthropic money. They want people on the $100 a month or the $200 a month plan, or ideally on the API, because that's where they make their money. Even on the $100 and $200 a month plan, they're subsidizing those costs. You get a lot more usage for your money. So you pay $100, but you're actually getting several $100s worth of API usage. This is where they want people. I just wanted to make this clear to the people who are feeling a bit hard done by and wondering why Anthropic don't seem to care about you as an individual. This is why. It is not part of their business plan. Unfortunately, OpenAI are seeing this kind of performance. They're seeing this steady, regular income coming from business use, from enterprise, from B2B, and they're thinking we need to get in on that. OpenAI are shifting in that direction. Right now, they're hemorrhaging money because they have gone down the consumer route, B2C, which means they have 900 million users. Most of those people are not paying. So their server costs are through the roof. The electricity costs are through the roof, but those people aren't paying money. That is why they're adding adverts, so they can recoup some of that. But they are eyeing this market, the API revenue market and the enterprise market, because that is regular, stable revenue, and that's what you can build a business on. So we had news from Fujisimo, who is head of product, the ChatGPT product itself, told staff last week that the company could not afford to be distracted by side quests as Anthropic gains steam in the enterprise and coding markets. Company execs are actively looking at areas to deprioritize. So OpenAI do a lot of things not very well. If you open up the ChatGPT app, you can make videos, you can make images. Are they good videos? No. Are the image generator good? No. It's not as good as Nana Banana. It's not as good as Grok. They have the voice mode. They have the ability to build micro apps. They have an app store, which nobody uses or cares about. They have the custom GPT. They have a lot of things that they have built and just thrown out into this app. Let's look at them. So there are so many, I forget them all. I've got Pulse. I forgot about Pulse. And most of them are here. They have agent mode, which isn't very good. They have Canvas, but why do you have Canvas when you've got Codex? They have quizzes. Where's the App Store? Has the App Store gone? they've got rid of the App Store, or at least I can't see it. Shopping research, they used to have their weird little app store in here in the more, so they already deprioritized it. This is the one where you could get the app for booking.com or like for ordering food. It's a very weird thing. They seem to have removed that. I'm not seeing it at all. So they've thrown a lot of shit at the wall and not much of it is stuck. Whereas what Anthropic have done is they're focused on coding and they're focused on text. That's it. Can't generate images, can't make videos using Claude. They just added a voice mode very recently. It's rubbish. They haven't put much effort into it. They're just focused on where the money is, which is in coding and business processes. And that's why they're doing very well in this area. Why this is important is if OpenAI, creators of ChatGPT, do shift in that direction, then OpenAI's ChatGPT will become even less consumer friendly. They'll add adverts into the free plans. We know they're doing that already. They're also adding them into the Go plan. And they will probably start to restrict usage as well in the same way that Anthropic have. Because right now, consumers, individuals, are just a cost. Expect it to get a little rougher out there. And for letters like this, the please treat us better are going to become more frequent, I imagine, from both Anthropic and OpenAI.